So let's get into power and that and finding out about that. So the first question I want to ask is, how did you get the part? How did you find out about the part? How did that come about? How did that even start?
Okay, it's a pretty typical story. My agent sent me out for the audition. They sent me the script and everything, the whole rundown, who the producers were, who the directors were, and I looked at the script. And the moment I looked at the script, I was like, this is going to be a hit show. Yeah. And I had told my mom, and I was like, whoever gets this is lucky. Like, this looks like a pretty awesome production. And since it was Stars, I was like, they definitely have, like, the funding, and they just have that push and that pull factor. And I was like, they're a really great network. And so from the moment I read, like, who Raina was and what her personality was like, I was like, I can definitely relate to this girl. She loves the arts. I love the arts. We're both kind of into fashion.
Yeah.
And so I was like, you know what? I am Raina. And I walked in that room and I was like, I am Raina. I mean, I didn't say that, but that was like my internal.
Yeah.
And
of course.
So yeah, and they had us prepare a song, and they also had a song in the script that they wanted us to do. So I just did it my own way. I didn't do it in the key they wanted us to do it in. I did it in the key that matched my voice. And
you sing?
Yeah, that was one of the requirements for Raina.
So weird.
And if you watch season 1, Raina, she sings a lot in season 1.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's right. She did. Okay, yeah, that's right. She didn't want to be.
So that was like one of the #1 requirements. And I remember on the email it says, talent must be able to sing. And I was like, okay, yeah, I can sing. I think I sound pretty good. I love singing.
Okay,
and
that's dope.
Yeah, and so from that moment, I was like, I think I got this. I want this.
Yeah.
And that was like the audition process. I went in, met the casting directors. I auditioned, then they wanted me to do it again. And then I think I did it like 4 times. Like the first 2 times we stuck to the script. Then like the 3rd time we went completely off book and we improv'd. And I remember being in that room and we improv for like probably 15 minutes. This whole script, this whole scene between Raina and Ghost and Tasha. And so that was really interesting.
Okay.
And then like I'd say about maybe 2-3 weeks later, I got called back in for a callback and a chemistry read with Michael Rainey Jr., who plays Tariq, my awful brother.
Okay.
But yeah, and then I remember we improv for like 20 minutes. They had us like go on book, then we went off book, and we improv back and forth, and then we had like the sibling fight, and it was really fun. And just from that moment, I was like, you know what? I hope I get this. I can see myself being Raina, and it seems like they have a really amazing cast. And so like from that moment on, I was like, I hope I get this. But you know, I didn't want to get my hopes up too high.
Yeah.
And then about like I think a month and a half later, my mom, she was like, do you remember that show, Power? And I was like, yeah, what about it? I thought it was like completely done. I thought someone else got it. I thought one of my friends got it.
Yeah.
And so I thought she was about to tell me like, hey, this person got it. And so I was like, yeah, what about it? And she's like, well, you booked it. And I just remember running around screaming like a maniac. I was running around the house. And she was like, yeah, I kind of knew since like, last month. And I was like, what? But because of contracts and everything, she had to kind of keep it a secret.
Okay, yeah. That's cool. So
like,
how did you find out about you dying?
Okay, so I found out Courtney Kemp, again, the creator of the show, she brought me into her office, and we were actually shooting episode 408 at the time. So we were still shooting, and they were like, hey, Courtney wants to talk to you. Like, we were about to wrap up the episode, and I was like, they were like, she wants to meet you. She wants you to meet her in her office. And I was like, oh, God. And I just kind of knew from that moment that I was like, okay, I'm probably about to get killed off, or I'm either gonna become a series regular. And so it was just like a lot of, I wouldn't say nerves, but
you
just
weren't series regular though, right?
No, reoccurring. But one of the main characters, but reoccurring.
Yeah. Okay.
And so I didn't know what was gonna happen. And usually when you get that, it's either like you really pissed someone off, you did something, and I was like, what did I do? Or either they just want to just talk to you about something, or maybe there's a big shift that's going to happen for your character. So I kind of had a sense that I was dying, and I was like, I don't know, I just think something bad is going to happen to Raina. So I went upstairs. I think I changed out of my wardrobe. Then I went to her office, And I just remember going to that door, and as I was going to that door, just my eyes started tearing up, and she was like, hey, we're killing you off. And it was so nonchalant. And I'm like, God, she's done this so many times before. She doesn't even care. But it's not that. She didn't care. We talked about it, and she was like, we all hold Raina so near and dear to our hearts that this is heartbreaking for me. And we had a nice little chat. And so, but yeah, that I found out literally 2 weeks before we started shooting episode 409, Raina's last episode.
Okay. Oh, so you found
Actually, no, a week. I found out a week before.
Okay. Oh, that's cool. Okay. So they tell you nonchalantly. They don't care. They say you're off power, but
no, they care. But it's just.
But it just seems they're just so used to it. Is it possible that we're gonna be seeing Raina still in flashbacks and?
I have no idea. They're literally so secretive over there. But I don't know. But I feel like at this point, it really is up to the fans. So if you guys are using hashtag Bring Raina Back, and if you're constantly tagging me and Stars and Courtney and 50, then there's a possibility. But it's all up to the push and pull factors with the fans.
Yeah. When I watched it, I was like, when I saw it, I was like, they're gonna find some way to bring her back. It's gonna be like, I thought he's on it's on drugs. He has this hallucination.
I mean, I think everyone kind of thought there was he was having a hallucination or someone was dreaming, and I was like, maybe someone is dreaming. Maybe a hallucination is possible. We don't know. I don't know.